Exercise your head. Read.
Ghost Rider is brought to you in part by Nike,
Additional bucks that keep our team supreme come from public television viewers like you and me.
the Corporation for Public Broadcasting,
The John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation,
the Pew Charitable Trust,
and the U.S. Department of Education.
but you can't say it all in breath.
I bet you can.
It's been 3 weeks already, and I still can't believe I go to Hurston with you guys. I thought I'd never get to middle school.
Just wait. One day you're gonna think that you're never getting out either.
Hey guys, come quick.
What's going on?
Just come.
Oh, wow.
She's pretty.
Car's not that bad either. I mean, that's the way to travel.
I wonder who she is.
Some famous person's daughter.
Whose, I wonder?
I wonder if she's going to be going to school here. We don't know where he came from.
He just showed up one night.
What is that thing?
He's not an alien.
What is he?
We think he might be a ghost.
Be serious.
You can see that?
He wants to be friends with us. He can't hear and he can't talk. He can read anything.
He takes letters and he writes with them.
We're the only ones who can see him. That means he wants you on the team.
You have to promise never to tell anybody about Ghost Rider.
Hey, cool.
We're the Ghost Rider team.
We check out clues and solve mysteries.
He's a ghost and he writes to us. Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider. What a trip.
All right, young scientists, let's settle down. I would like to introduce Safira Simango. She is from Mozambique, which is a country in Africa. And Safira will be attending Hurston for a couple of weeks while her father's on special assignment to the United Nations. So let's all make her feel welcome, okay? Safira, if you will take that seat next to Tina, we'll get started with the class. Okay, folks, worms, worms, and more worms. Who did research on their favorite Wigglies?
I did, Miss Dozier.
Hi. I'm Tina Nguyen.
Okay, Mara, tell us.
So I'm going over to the youth center today after school to sign up.
But what exactly is the one-on-one program?
Just like it sounds. They pair an older kid, that's me, to the younger kid. So the older kid can show the younger kid the ropes. You know, shares wisdom and experience.
But where are you gonna get some?
I think it's great that you're doing this.
Me too. Let me know how it goes. And if you need any wisdom or experience,
I'll be sure not to come to you.
Safira? Yes? I was wondering, I've put together this short video of kids who are new to Hurston, you know, asking them what it feels like. Mostly because I like doing stuff like that. Making videos, I mean, and because I'm new too. And I was wondering if I could interview you on tape.
Sorry, I've got to get to my next class.
Which one is it? Maybe I can help you. Find it.
All right, Ghost Rider, how about this?
And I don't know what else to do. I even asked her to be on my video, but she'd hardly even talk to me.
Tina, don't you know that royalty doesn't speak to ordinary kids like us?
Oh, come on, Jamal. She's not a princess or anything. Maybe she's shy.
Yeah, and besides, she's new to Hurston, to the whole country. That's gotta be really hard.
She sort of sounds like a princess to me. She's got a driver to take her to school in a limousine.
But it's not about the limo. It's her. She's so mysterious. Like she's out of some story I haven't read yet. And she's all the way from Africa, but she's sitting right next to me in science. It's got to mean something.
Maybe that means there is an empty seat.
Jamal.
I think it means Saphira and I were meant to be friends. I've just got to figure out how to make it happen.
Why don't you try finding out something about her country? If you show Saphira that you're interested enough in her to learn about Mozambique, she might open up. She might want to talk to you.
Yeah.
The gaffer strikes again.
Don't mention it. Oh, I know.
I bet I can find some books about Mozambique in the library.
And what about that travel agency up the street? They've got brochures and stuff about countries.
You're right. I'm gonna go right now.
I'll go with you.
Hey! Shoot.
What's up, Gab?
I lost.
You're never gonna be Ghost Rider, Ghost.
I bet I beat him before you beat whoever you're fighting.
Yeah, who are you fighting anyway?
There are many opponents we cannot see.
I'm trying to find some interesting stuff about Mozambique. But there isn't much here.
Let's find Mozambique on the map.
Maybe we just want to mention this.
Just
I'll do it.
open it. All right. It's not on the side.
So where is it?
Hey, here's Egypt.
I didn't know Egypt was in Africa.
Chad, Ethiopia. So where's Mozambique?
Hey, wait a minute. It says here, Mozambique, a country on the East African coast.
East African coast. That means on the ocean. There it is. Right on the Indian Ocean. So now I know where it is. What else can we find out that will really impress Saphira?
These Mozambican recipes sure are strange.
Just because they're different doesn't mean they're strange.
Practically every recipe has coconut in it.
Then I need them all. I love coconut cookies and candy bars.
Hey, here's something. Portuguese is the official language of Mozambique, but the people also speak many African languages.
Mozambique was once a colony of Portugal. That's why they speak Portuguese. It got its freedom from Portugal on June 25th, 1975.
Wow. That was only about 20 years ago.
I bet Saphira speaks Portuguese.
I know what I can do. I can write Saphira a note. I'll say some things I've learned about Mozambique. I'll even use some Portuguese words, and that'll get her to talk to me. Maybe. Hi, Saphira. How are you today? I'm glad you're visiting Hurston and that you sit next to me in class. I started reading about your country. It's so interesting. Do you really eat lots of things made with coconut? I love coconut, especially coconut cookies. Tina. Now I need to. Yes, but now I want to change some words into Portuguese. Page 3. Oh, So, you found how are you today in Portuguese? It's como esta hoje. That's sort of like Spanish. Thanks, Ghostwriter.
Hurry up, Tina, or you'll be late for school.
All right, Mom. Just a couple more.
Right now, please.
Yes, now, please.
Linda.
Safira, this is for you.
Morning, class.
Good morning, Miss Dozier.
Everyone take out your notebooks, please.
Okay, today we're going to start out with a little experiment. It will help us delve into the properties of soil. Dirt. I need 2 volunteers who are ready, willing, and able to get their hands dirty. Okay, Anjali and Mohammed. Come on.
S to contente. That you're interested in my country.
Parapets? Parapiens? Where did you see that word?
Well, do you know what it means?
Of course. It's Portuguese for congratulations.
Would you 2 young ladies like to share your joke? It's probably dirty. Mohammed.
The lady from the one-on-one program told me his name was Hector Carrero and he's 9 years old.
So when do you get to meet him?
Day after school. I thought we'd do a little one-on-one.
I didn't mean to be so rude to you yesterday. It's just that my father says that my studies are more important than practically anything in the world, so I won't have time to do your video.
That's okay. My video's fine the way it is. But I'd still like to learn more about your country.
I'd like to learn more about yours too. America, I mean. That is, unless you're from, China?
No, my parents are from Vietnam, but I was born here. I'm Vietnamese American.
Oh,
That's a beautiful bag.
thank you.
What do those words mean? Mochila bonita?
Mochila bonita. That's Portuguese for a beautiful bag.
Oh.
My mother sewed them on for me.
Would you like to come over to my house after school?
No, I can't. I have to go straight home.
Oh.
But maybe you can come visit me. We're staying at the Stedmore Hotel.
The Stedmore? I'd love to. I'll call my parents and see if it's okay. My mom says I can't stay too long. It's a school night.
But at least she let you go.
It must be so fun riding to school in a car like that.
I'd rather walk, but Father says it's too dangerous for an African girl in a strange American city.
Good afternoon, Sophie. How was school today?
It was fine, Oko. This is Tina Nguyen. She's in my science class, and she's coming home with me today. Tina, this is Oko Bulishona, or Oko for short.
Pleased to meet you, Tina.
Hi.
Oko's worked for our family for how long?
Oh, at least 100 years, Sophie.
He's the only person allowed to call me Safi, except for my brother, that is.
Wow, looks like Tina's note really worked.
So, she just moved back from Puerto Rico.
Uh-huh.
But you were born here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, me too. But my parents are from El Salvador.
Oh.
So, how you like Washington Elementary?
It's okay.
My sister Gabby goes there. 5th grade, you know her?
Uh-uh.
Man, I thought everybody did. She got the biggest mouth in the school. What's the matter? ¿Qué te pasa?
Nada.
Have your little one-on-one.
No thanks.
Spot you 10 points.
Uh-uh.
Why not?
Porque odio el basketball.
You hate basketball? Why didn't you tell me?
Well, you were having a good time.
What do you like to play?
This.
Handball?
Ajá. ¿Sabes cómo jugar?
Do I know how to play it?
I still can't believe you're staying at the Stenmore.
Hi, Sophia. Hello, Mother. And who is this? This is Tina Nguyen. She's in one of my classes at Hurston. I invited her over.
Well, come in, please.
What a beautiful place you have.
Well, thank you. Just temporary, of course.
Lisa, have you seen my attaché case? Oh, Sapphira, you're home.
Hello, Father. This is Tina Nguyen. She goes to Hurston.
A pleasure, Tina.
Nice to meet you.
Shall we meet at the party?
Yes, 8 o'clock. Now remember, Sapphira, you need to be finished with your homework by 6 o'clock so you'll be ready to go to the museum with me.
What museum?
One of my colleagues set up a private tour for us at the Museum of the City of New York. You're going to love seeing all the clothes for the past 200 years.
But, Father, Tina and
Sapphira, I don't want to hear it.
Could Tina and I at least go outside for a few minutes?
Have you not heard what I just said?
A little fresh air wouldn't hurt.
Now, Louisa,
Do you want her to go the way of Malenga?
I've asked you never to mention his name around me. I must get to my meeting. Sapphira, be ready at 6 o'clock.
You and Tina go on outside, but don't stay too long, and let Oko go with you.
You win. I guess you do know how to play.
But it was really close. But you know, you put some good spin on that ball, Hector.
Thanks.
I think I'd better be getting you home now.
Lo pasé súper bien.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun too.
So why doesn't your father want your brother's name spoken?
My brother Malenga refused to go to college to continue his schooling. All he wanted to do was paint, to be an artist. That made Father very, very angry. He said Malenga was wasting his time. They argued and argued until one day Malenga knocked Father down. I don't know why exactly, but I'm sure it was an accident. Father threw him out of the house anyway, told him to never come back. Malenga left Mozambique right away, and I haven't seen him since. That was 3 years ago.
Oh no, that's terrible. I can't imagine not seeing my brother Tuan for 3 whole years.
But I have a plan.
What do you mean?
He's here. Malenga is here in New York, and I'm going to find him. You see, Malenga's been secretly writing letters to me, but I don't know where he lives in New York. He's never given me his address because he doesn't want Father to know where he is. But I've got to find him while I'm here. I've just got to. I miss him so much, and I have something very important to give to him.
What? It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's
It's a Makanda carving. It belonged to my grandfather. He gave it to me a few months ago, just before he died. But it's supposed to go to the oldest grandchild. My brother should have it. It will bring him luck, help him be an artist. So I've got to get it to him.
When are you going to do this?
That's the problem. I thought it would be easy. I would come to New York and find his address in the telephone book, but it isn't there.
Maybe he doesn't have a phone.
And so now I don't know what to do. I've never been here before, so I don't know where to look.
In the letters. Look in the letters.
Why? His address isn't in them.
But maybe there are some clues to where Malenga might be.
You think so?
Yes.
Sophie, I think it's time we got back to the hotel.
All right.
Why don't you bring your brother's letters to school tomorrow? We can check them out for clues.
Kanimambo, Tina. That means thank you in Shangana, the African language I speak.
Kongwachi. That means you're welcome in Vietnamese.
Here are Malenga's letters from America.
Okay, let's see if they have any clues to where he might be.
Try this.
Kortafira.
It means Wednesday.
Dear Sophie, I'm sorry I have not written to you in so long. I have been so busy trying to make my way. You see, I am in America. Yes, in New York City. What an awesome city. Awesome means grand.
Emocionante.
It's big enough and exciting enough to keep you in wonder for the rest of your life. I rent a room from the owner of a used bookstore in a part of the city called Flatbush. Of course, it is nothing like the bush of Mozambique.
The bush is land in Africa covered with bushes and shrubs. Where is Flatbush?
It's a part of Brooklyn.
That's a clue. What else can we find?
I also work part-time in the bookstore. Used bookstore. This letter says he rents a room from the owner of a used bookstore in Flatbush. If we find that store...
We can find my brother.
Right! Can you come over to my house after school? We could check out used bookstores in the telephone book.
I'm not sure. Knowing my father, I bet he planned another educational trip for me.
Why don't you tell your parents that we need to work on a school project together?
All right. I'll try.
Great. Well, here's all the used bookstores in Flatbush. Ready to call? Book World. Yes, are you the store owner? Well, I'm calling to find out if you happen to rent a room to someone named Malenga Samango. Yes, I know this is a bookstore, not an apartment building, but... All right, thank you. No Malenga.
Next, Brown's Books. 555-2424.
Martha's Used Books? Are you the store owner? Well, I'm looking for a person, actually, not a book. His name is Malenga Samango. You know him? Yes, ma'am, Mozambique. Can I speak to him? He moved away. He doesn't work there anymore, either. Did he leave his new address? Well, thank you. Yes? Great. Thank you very much, ma'am. Malenga told her he'd found an apartment in Fort Greene.
Fort Greene?
That's our neighborhood. Malenga lives right here, in our neighborhood.
Really?
Yes. We're gonna find it, Zafira. I just know we are.
Fort Greene. Where have I?
I know.
Malanga mentions Fort Greene in this letter. Sexta Fighter. Dear Safira, today I miss your mother's pudim de coco so much that I decided to make it myself.
Pudim de coco?
Yellow coconut pudding. My mother makes it better than anybody. I went to a mercado pequeño, that's little market, near my apartment and bought a coconut from a talkative Asian man who has a patch over his left eye and has a beautiful smile. It's funny. A green market near a green park called Fort Greene.
Fort Greene Park. That's near here. So all we have to do is look for a market near Fort Greene Park.
Right. With an Asian man who has a patch over his left eye.
Okay, team, let's rewind. Here's what's been happening on Ghost Rider. The facts. First, a new girl arrives at Hurston Middle School and catches the team's attention.
I wonder who she is.
The team learns that the new girl is Safira Semengo from Mozambique, Africa.
Safira will be attending Hurston for a couple of weeks while her father's on special assignment to the United Nations.
Tina really wants to be friends with Safira.
I've just got to figure out how to make it happen.
So, Ghost Rider helps Tina write a note to Safira, which helps them become friends. Safira invites Tina to come over, and Tina meets Safira's parents. She finds out that Mr. Semengo is very strict. Meanwhile, Alex joined a one-on-one program. That's where older kids work with younger kids. Alex is helping a boy named Hector with his writing. And Safira tells Tina that her older brother Malinga left home and hasn't seen the family for 3 years because he and Mr. Semengo had a fight. But
Malanga is here in New York, and I'm going to find him. You see, Malanga's been secretly writing letters to me, but I don't know where he lives in New York.
Safira misses Malinga and wants to give him an African carving. Tina and Safira read Malinga's letters for clues to where he might be. They find out that Malinga shops at a market somewhere in Fort Greene.
All we have to do is look for a market near Fort Greene Park.
Right. With an Asian man who has a patch over his left eye.
Will Tina and Safira be able to find the market where Malinga shops? Will Safira find Malinga before she goes back to Mozambique? Get a pencil in your casebook out and start piecing the puzzle, because the Ghost Rider team is on the case.
I don't know, Safi.
Please, Oko, please, just once let me walk by myself. Mother knows I'm going to Tina's.
And she assumes I'm driving you.
But I want to walk like a normal person.
I walk home every day, Oko. It's really, really safe.
Please, Oko, just this one time.
Well, okay.
Kani Mambo.
I'll be waiting for you here.
Now, all we have to do is find a market that's close to Fort Greene Park.
Man, you sure have some neat stuff in your room.
Thanks. Can I see your notebook?
Hey, a video game. ¿Lo puedes jugar?
You can play later. How about your writing?
Why have you got all these pins stuck on this map of the world?
They sure my pen pals are.
What are pen pals?
People I write to who write back to me. We send letters back and forth.
¿Tú les escribes a todos?
Yeah, I write to all of them. It means I get to have friends all over the world.
But how do you have time even to write to all these guys?
Girls.
Girls? That's worse. I wouldn't waste my time writing to even one girl.
You might change your mind in a few years.
No way. How do you keep them all straight, anyway?
It's not so hard. They're all different.
I don't know. Like once I had this bug collection in Puerto Rico, right? And no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't keep them all straight.
Well, girls aren't bugs.
Then how come they're always bugging me?
Hector.
So, what's it like to have to share a room with a girl anyway?
Whoa. Come on now, Hector. Stop stalling. I'm supposed to help you with your writing, remember?
Sí, de acuerdo.
So how am I going to help you if you don't show me your notebook?
I don't think you want to see my notebook.
Hector. There's nothing here. Well, the pages are blank.
So what we have to do is find a talkative Asian man who wears a patch over his left eye and has a beautiful smile.
Why would you rip out your writing?
'Cause it was all bad.
You know it was all bad.
'Cause I'm bad at writing. I mean, I know how to speak English, but sometimes I write like it sounds in Spanish, and I can't spell. I don't know where to put comma and stuff. I'm just bad, okay? Besides, I don't have anything to write about.
Got lots to write about. You've lived in Puerto Rico. Your mom works in a hardware store and makes her own furniture. What about your bug collection?
I don't want to write about bugs.
What about handball, then?
Handball's something you play, not write about.
Bueno. Mira, hazme un favor. Tell me the weirdest thing that's ever happened to you on the handball court.
¿Por qué?
Come on, just tell me.
The weirdest thing?
Uh-huh.
The absolutamente weirdest.
Yeah.
Me and Willie.
Willie?
He's the kid who lives down the hall from me. He's really into handball, just like me.
So what happened?
Well, it was a sort of cloudy day, see? I mean, it looked like it was going to rain any minute, but we went to the court to play handball anyway. And we started playing when all of a sudden it started pouring down raining. Just pouring and pouring. But we didn't care. We just kept playing. And we got so soaking wet that our shirts got stuck to our chests, and our pants started falling all down, and our shoes got all squishy. And then Willie slipped, and I fell over him. And we both started laughing and laughing so hard, it was like we were goggling raindrops. And when I got home, my mom told to me, Hector, uh-oh, I thought, next time you go swimming, wear a bathing suit.
That's a great story, Hector. Why don't you write about it?
I can't write about it. I can only tell it.
So tell it in your notebook. Come on, give it a try. Don't worry about spelling or anything yet. Just write it in your notebook like you told it to me.
Okay, how do I start?
You decide.
How about once I played handball in the rain?
Great.
All those green markets and not one Asian man who wears a patch over his left eye.
Well, at least we're narrowing it down. Now we know which market it's not, so we're getting closer to which market it is. Don't worry, we'll find Malanga.
It's really nice here.
Yeah, I like it here too.
Ever since I came to New York, I've either been with Oko or my parents. At the hotel or at school or at some museum my father thinks is so educational.
Yeah, educational. I hear that a lot around my house too.
If I hear it one more time, I'll think I'll...
What?
Ooh.
Scream? Yes. Like this? Hi. You know what I'd want right now?
No.
A hot dog. Relish and ketchup.
A hot dog now? My father wouldn't want me eating so close to dinner time.
Oh, come on, Sophia. Just one little hot
Here. And don't laugh, okay?
But it's a funny story.
Don't laugh at my writing, I mean.
I know. Don't worry, I won't. Handball in the Rain by Hector Carrero. Once I played handball in the rain with my friend Willie. We got so soaked that our pants fell down and our shoes got all soggy, and we just laughed and laughed. My mom told me the next time I go swimming, I should wear a bathing suit. The end. It's a great story, Hector.
Really?
Yeah. And what about when you and Willie fell on top of each other? I like that part.
You did? Should I put it in?
Sure. It makes your story even funnier.
This is so great, Tina. No parents, no uncle. It's like I'm free. Now, if I could just find my brother and give him the carving.
Can I see it again?
Sure. It's so beautiful. I'd give that to him for the best luck in the whole world. And then I'd stay with him, live with him. That way I could feel free like this all the time.
I don't know if I'd actually want to live with my brother. He never cleans up after himself, and he's always bossing me around. But sometimes I think about how great it would be to have my own apartment, especially if it was like yours at the Steadmore. Where I live is so plain.
I think it's nice.
We're not rich like you.
We're not rich. It's just that my father has this important job with the government. So the government pays for us to stay at nice places.
What if we had a place like that? Just the two of us.
Yeah. Near the ocean somewhere.
No, the country. I love trees and stuff.
How about the tropical rainforest?
A tropical rainforest near the ocean.
With everything we want right nearby.
Hot dogs, ice cream,
coconuts, cashews, everything! Thanks a lot for helping me try to find my brother.
Sure. You know what's funny? How by just reading some of his letters, I feel like I sort of know him.
That's why I keep his letters with me all the time. It's like having him with me until I can see him again.
Oh no, it's late. Better get home.
I want to be there with you. I know you're somewhere having
Good job. Now you got this great story down. We can fix some misspelled words and put in a couple periods.
Oh, man!
Come on now, Hector. I make mistakes like that myself, you know.
I told you I can't write.
But you just did write. And I could read it, too.
Then how come I have to spell the words right and put in stupid periods and stuff?
Because if we all spelt words differently and made up our own punctuation, it'd be really hard for us to understand each other. And now you got this great story, you want people to understand it. Right?
Yeah.
So let's go for it. You need one more period after the second laugh. Oh, and one more thing. Swimming has two M's.
Writing is hard.
Yeah, but it's fun too. Just think how great your story turned out.
Yeah, it is pretty good, isn't it?
You're late, Tina. You were supposed to set the table.
I'm sorry. It's just that Safira and I got so busy studying.
Well, I'm glad you made friends with her. It can be hard being in a strange country. Help Linda finish up.
Yes, Ma. You smell like hot dogs.
Shh.
This is a very dangerous city. How could you go off on your own like that?
I wasn't on my own. I was with Tina.
She's just a little girl, just like you.
I'm not little. I'm 12 years old.
You are a little girl who has no business going anywhere without an adult. And tonight I plan to take you to a lecture.
Oh, please, Father, not another lecture.
Safira, how dare you talk to your father this way?
Deshklerbe. It's just that
I've heard enough. Now this is the way it's going to be. For the rest of our stay here, you are not to go anywhere unless you are accompanied by Oko, your mother, or myself. We are to know your whereabouts at all times. Você compreende?
Comprehend.
Today I've got some soil samples for you to look at under the microscope.
Hi. Hi. Are you okay?
Hold it, hold it. First, I want everybody to take out a piece of paper so you can record what you see. Okay, let's get started.
I'm desperate.
Now I need a volunteer.
Can I go first, Miss Dozier?
Why, Mohammed, I was wondering when you were going to say that. Have you ever focused a microscope before? Here, why don't you try it this way? Tina, Safira, no notes, please. I left my piano at home today. Oh, I see you were listening.
I made us copies of Malanga's letters. From this one, we know that he likes to buy coconuts from a green market near Fort Greene Park.
He buys them from a talkative Asian man who has a patch over his left eye and has a beautiful smile.
We haven't found that market yet. Here's a list of all the markets we've been to so far. We know it's not one of those.
Let's start the casebook and put the market down as our first clue.
I can't stay too long. Oko's waiting in the car for me.
That's even more reason to get organized.
Piece in a puzzle.
The big question is, where does Malanga live?
Okay. Where does Malanga Simango live? Now I'll write down the clue about the green markets.
Any other clues?
Well, there's one more letter to check out.
Let's see it. Domingo. That means Sunday in Spanish.
In Portuguese, too.
Dear Safira, I am working very hard these days. I deliver flowers for a florist. I wash dishes in an Italian restaurant, and I have begun to paint again. Still, I miss you. Sometimes in the late afternoon, I ride to a place called Brooklyn Heights. It overlooks the tall buildings across the East River.
I sit on one of the benches along a walkway and watch the sun set over the water. I imagine that I can see your eyes in the sun, for you have already looked out over the hills and seen that same sun high in the sky. Think of our old story, why the sun and moon live in the sky, and I will think of it too. Love, Malenga. Wow.
I know that story. Why the sun and moon live in the sky. It's an African folktale.
Yes.
So that's why he drew those pictures in the margins. Wow, he's really good.
Can I see that? Florist, Italian restaurant. These are the major clues. He might still work at those places, and I'm sure his boss must know his address.
Right.
So all we have to do now is figure out which florist and which restaurant.
Green markets, florist, Italian restaurants. You've got 3 clues now.
Great!
I wish I could go check out the green markets again, but Oko's right outside.
Don't worry. Alex and I will do that.
Sure.
Here's the list of the markets we already checked.
Thanks.
I'll go home and start calling florists.
I'll go with you. We'll look for Italian restaurants in the yellow pages. Call around.
I can't believe it. Someone in New York actually knows my brother.
Good work, guys.
When did Mr. Tung say Malanga would be coming to the market again?
He doesn't know.
We told him you were looking for Malanga. And we gave him Tina's phone number, too. 'Cause we didn't know yours.
So we just wait till he calls then, I guess.
But what if Malanga comes by and Mr. Tung isn't there?
Yeah. Then no one will tell Malanga you're looking for him.
Well, why don't you leave Malanga a note? One that'll catch his attention even if Mr. Tung's not around.
Yeah.
Make it colorful.
Yeah, we can ask Mr. Tung to put it near the coconuts where Malanga can't miss it.
I know. Why don't we draw pictures the way Malanga did? From why the sun and moon live in the sky.
Yeah, that'll really catch his attention.
I'll get some paper. Jamal can draw the pictures for you, and you can write the message.
Wait a minute. I'm not an artist like Malanga.
No, you're an artist like yourself.
I'd love for you to draw for me.
Well, okay.
So, tell us a story.
Long ago, Sun and his wife Moon lived on Earth, but they lived very far away from their good friend Water. Sun and Moon often visited Water, but Water never came to visit them because Sun and Moon's house was too small for all of Water's relatives to fit. Sun and Moon were very sad about this, so they built a much larger, truly magnificent house, and then they begged Water to come visit. Water still worried that Sun and Moon's house wasn't big enough, but he came anyway, along with hundreds and hundreds of his relatives. Fish, water rats, water snakes, even whales. And Water kept getting higher and higher in the house. Soon Sun and Moon had to climb up to the roof to keep dry, but they still insisted that all of their new friends come in. When Water reached to the top of the roof, Sun and Moon went all the way up to the sky. And that's where they've lived ever since.
Wow. What a great story.
Well, Jamal's finishing the pictures. Let's get started on the message.
Right. A message that says you want to see him. And make it sound really, really urgent, because it is. You must see him now.
And I have something very important to give to him. Dear Malanga, I'm in New York. I must see you right away. I have something important to give you. Love, Safi.
But how will he find you?
Well, he can't call my parents.
Put in a P.S. with my number. 555-6893.
Of course.
And put in something about the folktale so he knows it's you.
Okay.
P.S. Please call 555-6893, and I will tell you why the sun and moon live in the sky.
It sounds great.
Done.
Now let's put everything together. It's a beautiful thing.
It's great. I'll take it to Mr. Tung right away.
Mother, Father, can I go to Tina's with Oko, of course?
Not today. We're all going to a lecture at the UN.
But I don't want to go to a lecture.
Of course you want to go. You'll learn a lot.
How do you know what I want? You never even ask me.
Keep your voice down, please.
And you never even listen to me when I try to tell you what I want. I wish I were living with Malanga. He listens to me. He'd let me do whatever I wanted.
Safira.
I've asked you never to utter that name in my presence.
But it's my brother's name, Father. Malanga is my brother, and I love him.
Love or not, he broke the rules of this family.
Your rules?
Yes, my rules.
I hate you.
Go to your room this instant.
No.
Safira!
Come back here! Safira! Don't you dare get on that elevator!
Tina? Tina?
Her ears are stuffed.
Tina?
Oh, sorry, Mom.
Why do you have to have that music so? Never mind. I'm taking Linda to the store to buy shoes.
All right.
Don't forget your chores here, okay?
I won't. You can stuff your ears back up now.
Come on.
Simango? No, Sapphira isn't here. Yes, sir, I'm sure. No, I don't know where she might be. Is something wrong? Run away?
Okay, team, let's rewind the facts. First, Tina's made a new friend, Safira Simango from Mozambique, Africa. Safira will be at Hurston for a couple of weeks while her father works at the United Nations. Safira's father is very strict. He worries about her schoolwork and her safety in this new city. Safira tells Tina her older brother, Malinga, moved away from Mozambique 3 years ago because he and Mr. Simango had a fight. Mr. Simango is still very hurt, and he doesn't even want Malinga's name mentioned. But
Malenga is here in New York, and I'm going to find him. You see, Malenga's been secretly writing letters to me, but I don't know where he lives in New York.
Safira really misses Malinga and wants to give him a special African carving. After searching for clues to Malinga's whereabouts in some of his letters, Tina and Safira figure out that he shops at a market in Fort Greene, Tina's neighborhood. So, Safira convinces Oko, the family driver, to let her go out with Tina after school so they can secretly search for Malinga. Meanwhile, Alex is volunteering for a one-on-one program. That's where older kids help younger kids. He's helping Hector with his writing, and they're becoming friends. But the girls can't find Malinga, and on top of it, Safira gets in trouble.
For the rest of our stay here, you are not to go anywhere unless you are accompanied by Oko, your mother, or myself.
But Safira must find Malinga soon, so Tina gets the Ghostwriter team on the case. And they finally find the market where Malinga shops. The team leaves a message at the market for Malinga to call Tina's house as soon as he sees it. Then, Safira and her father have a fight about family rules, and she walks out on her parents.
I hate you!
What will Safira do now? Will Malinga get Safira's message so they can be reunited? Get a pencil in your casebook out and start piecing the puzzle, because the Ghostwriter team is on the case.
Run away? Oh, no. I'll call you right away if she shows up here. All right, bye. She must be trying to find her brother.
Could help, you know.
Why? Hector's your friend, not mine. If you want to impress him with a clean room, be my guest.
Least you could do is get out of the way.
Why? I live here too.
I know, it's kind of hard to forget.
Hey, I was looking for that. Alex's ghostwriter. Rally at Tina's. Maybe Safira's brother called.
Oh man, I really want to go. I gotta help Hector with his current events assignment.
That's okay, I'll fill you in later.
Thanks. You know, the least you could do is pick up your checks.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
My name is Safira Simango, Malenga Simango's sister.
Oh, so good to see you. Why, you're even prettier than your brother described.
Thank you. Have you seen him by any chance?
Not lately, but your friend brought by that beautiful poster you made. I put it beside the coconuts. You won't miss that. I'm sure when Malenga comes, he'll call you.
Do you mind if I wait here for my brother a while longer?
Of course not. Wait as long as you like.
away. Doesn't she know that's a dangerous thing to do? Anything can happen to her.
She hasn't been getting along too well with her parents. That might have something to do with it.
Man, what a drag.
I'm sure she went looking for her brother. She's been talking about wanting to go live with him.
Maybe she went to Mr. Tung's market to wait for Malenga there.
Or maybe she came here after all. Oh, hi, Jamal.
Guess who I ran into on our way to a rally?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Hey, what's up? Guy gets back in town yesterday and doesn't even bother to tell anybody.
I was waiting for a rally message.
Sure you were.
I was so jealous when you wrote and told us that your mom's job was keeping you in Australia till after school started. I would love to have an official reason to miss school. But now he's back.
Yeah, I'm back. Jamal filled me in all about Saphira and stuff.
And now Saphira's run away.
What?
Tina thinks she's gone looking for her brother.
Well, how well does she know Brooklyn?
Not well at all.
That means she could be any place. I say, before we go calling and running all over the place, we need to ask Ghost Rider if he can help us find her.
Right. Would she have Malenga's letters with her?
Yeah, she takes them everywhere she goes. Maybe Ghost Rider can read the letters and then what's near them.
He doesn't even know Sophia ran away.
Now he does.
That's a good question.
Have any of you guys ever thought about running away?
Yeah, a couple of times.
I ran away once. Sort of. I was really, really angry at my mom because she was at nursing school and she was busy all the time. So I packed my suitcase with my comic books, my baseball mitts, and some clean underwear.
You've always been sensible.
And I marched out the house. I never made it past the sidewalk. I was too scared.
So then what'd you do?
Nothing. My mom came down and explained why she was always so busy. I was still angry at her, but I guess I felt better.
I felt like running away after I took that $50 from the store to buy that Galaxy Girl costume. I'm glad I finally talked to my parents.
I thought about running away yesterday.
Huh?
Nothing.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Hey, guys. I've asked Ghost Rider to look for Malenga's letters. I don't want anything to happen to her.
Ghost Rider sure is worried about her.
Feels good to know he's always looking out for us.
Yeah. And we look out for him.
That's what the Ghost Rider team's all about. We look out for each other.
I'm moving again.
What did you say?
I'm moving again. My mom's job in Australia, well, it's permanent now, so we're all moving there. We just came back to settle a few things. I'm leaving you guys.
Thank you very much for the apple, Mr. Tang.
You're very welcome. Are you going now?
Yes, I have to go. If my brother comes.
Don't worry. I'll tell him to call you right away.
What is this? Safi? Safi's here? No. It's a folk tale, it has to be.
Mr. Tang! Mr. Tang!
Malenga, at last!
My sister Safira, she left this message for me?
Yes. As a matter of fact, she was just here checking to see if you'd seen it yet.
Where'd she go? Where is she?
I don't know.
Phone. Where's the nearest telephone?
You can use mine if you like.
Thank you. My father. Wonder if he knows I'm here.
These are some really cool letters, you know? I'd like to see some of Malenga's paintings, because he sure knows how to paint with words.
Maybe we should think of other ways to find her. Let's keep looking for Malenga. We can call florists and Italian restaurants.
We shouldn't have to move.
Me too.
Me 3.
Me 4.
Me 5. But hey, Australia's all right. And Sydney's a nice city. It's right on the coast, and there's beaches and sailing races all the time. I'll write to you guys a lot. And you'll write back, right?
Of course we will.
Hey guys, Ghostwriter's back.
Mochila bonita. Bonita. That's Spanish for beautiful.
It means beautiful in Portuguese too. Mochila means bag or backpack. Mochila bonita is what's printed on Safira's backpack. Ghostwriter must have found her.
Yeah, but where is she? That doesn't help. That just tells us that she's out on the street somewhere.
Now what do we do?
Hope she's not lost.
Look.
And so should we.
Hello?
It's Malenga.
And in journal time in school, I actually wrote stuff. I did just like you told me. I tried to catch the words as they came out of my head and squashed them right down on the paper. I mean, it was so cool.
My man. And now you got this current events assignment.
Yep. I'm gonna write about this old guy who came into the store where my mother works.
Hector.
And he says he needs a wrench, but he doesn't know what size.
Hector.
Huh?
That's not a current event.
Yeah, it is. It happened yesterday.
A current events assignment means that you write about something that you read in the newspaper.
What happened to my mom should be in the newspaper.
Come on now, Hector.
That means I have to read the newspaper.
So?
I hate reading. It takes me a year to finish one paragraph.
I doubt that.
A day?
Come on, I'll help you.
Okay. How about some blood and guts?
How about this one? Firefighter bags cat. It's about a cat being rescued.
I hate cats.
This one.
No. Hey, here's something about a truck. I like trucks. Truck sprays hundreds. How can a truck spray hundreds of people? Is it a fire truck with a hose or something?
Keep reading and find out.
A bank truck traveling near Dallas, Texas. Spewed?
Spewed.
What's that mean?
Like sprayed or vomited.
Yeah. Spewed.
Spewed.
Spewed $100 bills all over the highway when its back door
Go ahead. Bet you can read it. Just take your time.
Accidentally.
See?
Accidentally opened, and a bag of money broke apart. Oh, I get it. The truck didn't spray hundreds of people. It sprayed $100 bills.
Right. Go on.
Motor is... That's drivers, right? Stop head.
Stopped.
Stopped. Jumped from their cars and ran up and down the highway after the money. They were hampered.
Hampered.
What's that mean?
Like stopped or slowed down.
They were hampered, however, by strong winds that sent bills swirling out of reach. Larry Greenberg, president of Brick Bank, said that some of the money has been recovered?
Uh-huh. Keep reading.
But much of it is still missing. Oh, I get it. Recovered means they got it back. Hey, I like this article.
Great. And you read it well, too.
Now all I have to do is write it down. Okay, current events.
What are you doing?
My current events assignment.
Whoa. You can't just copy down the article. You need to put things in your own words.
But I like these words.
Hector. If you put things in your own words, you really understand what you read. And what you write will sound like you. But you can still use some of the words you liked.
Spewed?
Spewed, sure.
This is too hard.
Okay. Just write it down like you're telling me what the article's about. And try not to leave out anything you think is important.
Okay. There was this truck that was spewing money, see?
I can't believe this. My sister Sophia running away in this big city to look for me.
She loves you very much.
I know. If only I'd gotten to Mr. Tongues a moment sooner, if I had simply put my return address on my letters to Safi.
Safira told me you were afraid your father might find out where you were.
Yes, quite a stupid reason, actually.
Why don't you call your parents? I'm sure they're really worried.
About Safi, not about me.
But maybe you could help them find Safira.
What I can do is call Mr. Tongue and see if she's gone back there. Can I use your phone?
Yeah, sure.
Go Sarah's back.
Dear Malanga, the sun is beginning to set now. If only you were sitting here with me to see it.
Ghost Rider must have caught up with Safira again.
She's riding to Malanga.
And she's sitting down someplace.
She must be outside, since she's talking about the setting sun.
So, where does that put her in Brooklyn?
Setting sun. I read about that here. Malanga writes here, I sit on one of the benches along a walkway and watch the sun set over the water. And the place he's talking about. It's Brooklyn Heights!
Huh?
We think Safira's on the promenade in Brooklyn Heights.
If only you were sitting here with me to see it. Come and visit us now, begged the sun. Come and visit us now. Malanga, where are you?
How come you got to play while I have to work?
I'm working. I'm helping you. Besides, we'll play a little handball when you finish your assignment.
Okay, how's this? Hundreds and hundreds of dollars spewed out of a bank truck on the highway in Texas. People jumped out of their cars and ran all over the place trying to catch some money. But a lot of it just blew away.
That's great. Put the story in your own words.
Oh, wait, one more thing. How do you spell dough?
You mean like bread?
Money.
Same spelling. D-O-U-G-H.
This is really gonna make this report me. Now the brick bank is out a lot of dough.
All right.
Hey, what's going on?
Ghost Rider.
What? Who?
It's okay, Hector. Hey, Hector.
How'd you do that, man?
I didn't do it. Ghost Rider did.
What do you mean, Ghost Rider? What are you talking about? Wow. It was like raining letters.
Yeah, it's a trip, isn't it?
Okay, Alex, I promise. I really, really double, triple promise that I won't tell anybody, nobody. I mean, like, it can be our secret, okay? But just please show me how you did it.
Do it, Hector. It was... Sit down.
Do you see her?
No.
Go look over there.
Malenga! Malenga, please come.
She was here.
Look!
Malenga, where are you? Poor Safi.
But where is she?
Maybe... there.
But where?
There. Malenga, please call the Steadmore.
She must have gone back to the hotel.
Now I must go there too.
Can I come with you? She's my friend.
What a trip, Gabby. Hector never gives up. Right there on the wall. You should have seen him when he saw Ghost Rider's words. It was like when you saw him for the first time, remember?
Mm-hmm.
A new team member. I can't wait to initiate him. I mean, I told him about the team and everything, and he's really up for joining.
Rob's moving away.
Huh?
Rob's moving away. He's leaving the country. Brooklyn. Us.
But he just got back.
To pack. His family's gonna be living in Australia for good.
That's like some 5 zillion miles away.
Try 8,000.
Whatever. Oh, man. Moving again. Poor Rob.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, like, always stepping into things. Like the time you went down to the Thunderhead gang hideout by yourself.
Or when you're trying to save Lana Barnes at the Steadmore and her stunt double tied you up and gagged you.
Yeah, she conked me over the head with a Chinese vase, too.
Yeah, speaking of the Steadmore, how come Tina hasn't called yet? I'm sure Saphira's back by now.
She'll call.
It was great today, Rob. The way you connected Setting Sun and Saphira's letters to the same words in Malenga's letters.
Just the writer in me, I guess.
Yeah. We're gonna miss that about you.
Yeah.
Come to see Saphira. Father, the last message Saphira left said she was coming back here.
Well, as you can see, she isn't here.
Maybe she just took the long way home.
Just? And maybe you should have just told me this morning what she might be trying to do.
Roberto, there's no call for that.
Tina and her friends have been trying to help, Father. They were able to find me, so perhaps...
You? If Saphira hadn't been looking for you, she never would have gotten lost in the first place.
Well, if you hadn't forbidden her to see me, she wouldn't have had to run away.
That's right, Roberto. Malenga's not the one to blame.
I just want her back safe and sound, Louisa. That's all I want.
We're doing as much as we can at the moment. We've informed the police and the UN, and Oko is out driving around looking for her.
I'm sure Oko will spot her father. He's good at things like that.
What you know about Oko is at least 3 years old.
I know. And sometimes I'm truly sorry for not having been around.
Seems like one child in exchange for another. Why can't we just all be together as a family?
I'd better go.
Of course. We didn't mean to keep you. Will you take a Malenga?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm really, really sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Simango. I just wanted to help. Saphira's my friend. I would never, ever want anything bad to happen to her.
Okay, team, let's rewind the facts. First, Tina's made a new friend, Safira Simango from Mozambique, Africa. Safira will be at Hurston for a couple of weeks while her father works at the United Nations. Safira's father is very strict. Safira tells Tina her older brother, Malinga, moved away from Mozambique 3 years ago because he and Mr. Simango had a fight. But
Malenga is here in New York, and I'm going to find him. You see, Malenga's been secretly writing letters to me, but I don't know where he lives in New York.
Safira misses Malinga and wants to give him an African carving that belonged to their grandfather. So, the team has been helping her search. The team and Safira made a poster with a message for Malinga. When Malinga saw the poster, he contacted the team. But Safira had a bad fight with her parents and ran away. The team rallies at Tina's and asks Ghostwriter to help find Safira. Then, the team finds out Rob is back from Australia. But he has sad news for them.
My mom's job in Australia, well, it's permanent now, so we're all moving there.
Meanwhile, Alex has been tutoring a boy named Hector on his writing assignments. They've become good friends. And guess what? Ghostwriter appeared to Hector for the first time.
Hey, what's going on?
And Ghostwriter tracked Safira down. And Malinga and Tina thought Safira was at the Stedmore Hotel, where her family is staying. But when they got to the Stedmore, they found out that Safira is still missing. Malinga and his father meet for the first time in 3 years.
Why can't we just all be together as a family?
Safira's been wandering the streets, lost. It's getting darker and darker, and she's scared.
Where am I?
Will Safira find her way back to the hotel? Will she finally see Malinga? Get a pencil in your casebook out and start piecing the puzzle, because the Ghostwriter team is on the case.
I'm really, really sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Simango. I just wanted to help. Safira's my friend. I would never, ever want anything bad to happen to her.
Because she didn't listen, Louisa. She just didn't listen. I had a right to be angry. I'm her father. We're her parents. She needs to be here.
I'm worried too, Roberto.
Going out to search for her. And when I find that child, I'll make sure not to let her out of my sight till we're back in Mozambique.
This is so scary, guys. Really scary.
Maybe Saphira just changed her mind about going home.
And went where instead? I agree with Tina. I think she got lost.
So she can ask someone for directions.
What if she asks the wrong person?
What about the casebook? What clues do we have?
They're all about Malanga. But it's Saphira who's missing, not Malanga. What if something terrible happens to her? What if she never comes back? This is all my fault. If only I hadn't helped her figure out those letters.
Tina, calm down. Let's think.
Maybe she figured out where Malanga lives and is waiting for him there.
Malanga went home. She's not there.
So it's Ghost Rider then. He's the key to finding her.
So let's tell him.
Can I do it?
Sure.
Ghost Rider will find Saphira, Tina. I just know he will.
Yes, Ma, I'll be home soon. Rob and Jamal will walk with me.
Ghost Rider's back.
All right.
Drizzle cleanser, Atwood paint, reliable toilet tissue.
There's more.
Choice marks.
Looks like some of the letters are missing on this last one.
I hope these clues will tell us where Saphira is.
They're the names of products. Cleanser, paint, toilet tissue, mops.
But I've never heard of most of these. I mean, I've stocked a lot of stuff in the store, and I've never seen Drizzle cleanser.
Me neither.
That's because Drizzle fizzled a long time ago.
Did you just make that up?
No. I remember my grandmother telling me that when the company went out of business. Hey, maybe these are all old things.
Cleanser, mop. Could be in the kitchen.
Or a bathroom, just like toilet tissue.
But what about paint? You usually keep that in a garage or basement.
Well, she can't be in all those places at once.
Well, sure she could.
All these things.
We need to figure out what all these things have in common so we can settle on one place.
Okay. They're products. And products are found
In a store. But a store wouldn't sell products that aren't made anymore.
Well, since it's all old stuff, maybe it's in a closet. That's where my dad and I keep that kind of stuff.
But if they're old, who'd keep them?
They could just be somewhere. Like in a storeroom.
Or a junkyard.
An alleyway.
Or a garbage can.
No.
Wait. We're forgetting this last clue. Prop something T of walk something tell.
Prop. Theater prop. Properties. Property. I bet the first word is property.
All right. Property of Walk Tell.
You mean all the stuff belongs to someone named Walk Tell?
Couldn't be. Tell begins with a small t. Must be the end of a word, like hotel or hotel. Walk something hotel.
How do you figure that?
My family once stayed at a hotel where the towels read, property of Southport Hotel.
Hey, you're right, Jamal.
Lenny, where's your phone book?
Over there.
We're getting close.
Saphira's at another hotel?
What hotel would rent a room to a kid?
Yes, Mrs. Fernandez. Right away.
Let me guess. We gotta go home.
Yep.
So do I, actually.
Me too.
No, we can't.
But it's late, Tina.
And Saphira's still out there somewhere. But where?
We'll meet back here first thing in the morning, okay?
This is gonna be the longest night of my life. Did you know that the capital of Mozambique is Maputo?
No, I didn't.
And that the major exports are shrimp, cotton, cashews, sugar, lobsters, tin, and copra, which is dried coconut meat?
No, I didn't.
I'm so worried about Saphira, Ma.
I know. Saphira must have been really angry to run away the way she did.
Mr. Simango's just so strict. He wouldn't let Saphira do hardly anything.
That sounds like words a certain Tina Nguyen sometimes says to her parents.
But it just feels so good to be out on my own. Doing whatever I want. It's fun.
I want you to have fun. But you're the most precious thing in the world to me, and I want you to be safe. That's why I'm so strict.
But sometimes you go too far. You treat me like a little kid.
Well, you are a kid, Tina.
But I'm growing up. You still treat me like Linda.
You really think I do that?
Yeah. Like, how come my bedtime's only 1 hour later than hers? She's 5 years old. I'm in middle school.
You are, aren't you? In my mind, you'll always be my little girl. But you're right. You'll be a teenager soon, so I guess I should start treating you like one.
Thanks, Ma. Ma, I have to tell you something.
What?
I lied to you the other day. Saphira and I were out at Fort Greene Park. Not studying at Saphira's, like I said.
It's very serious, Tina. You're lying and then going off by yourself like that?
I know.
But I'm glad you were honest with me.
I can't stop thinking about Saphira. I hope she's all right. If we don't figure out this hotel clue, we'll never find her.
But it's not in the phone book. And I asked my dad, and he's never heard of a Walk Anything hotel in New York. Who is it? Us. Hi, Gabby. Alex. Hi.
Hey, guys. This is Hector Carrera.
Hey, Hector.
Hi. I'm Lenny.
Jamal. Good seeing you, man.
Rob. Nice to meet you.
Tina. Was it scary when Ghost Rider wrote to you?
Yeah, kind of. But Alex was with me, so it was okay.
We filled Hector in on the case. We're still about where we were last night. No Walk Something Hotel.
What if this thing that is property of Walk Something Hotel on it, say a towel, only used to be in the hotel? Well, what if the hotel was torn down ages ago and the towel is someplace else?
Oh, man. Or what if...
Go ahead, Hector.
Well, I don't know, but when I was living in Puerto Rico, my grandfather told me about this old Hacienda hotel that started going broke. People stopped coming to stay there, and the food got really bad, and there was more animals and bugs inside the hotel than outside. Once they found this donkey...
Hector.
Yeah?
Is there a point to this story?
Oh, yeah. So they sold the hotel to somebody else and gave it a new name and fixed it up, and soon it was the best place around to stay.
So they changed the name of the hotel?
Yeah, but if you go there, you can still see the old name on the glasses in the restaurant.
Then you're saying the Walk Something Hotel
could be the old name of a fixed-up hotel.
It's a great idea, Hector.
Yeah, I'll ask my grandma. She's the oldest New Yorker I know.
See, guys? My influence on this kid is already starting to show.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, hello, Grandma. I was wondering if you knew of an old Walk Something Hotel here in New York? The Old Walker Hotel? Thanks, Grandma. Okay, that's great. Bye-bye.
Well?
The Old Walker Hotel was here in Brooklyn, and it's now called the Steadmore.
So Saphira's at the Steadmore?
She must be in a storage room or broom closet or something.
Let's go!
Saphira, are you in there?
Yes, I'm in here.
Are you all right?
Yes, Father, I'm all right. But I can't get out. The door is stuck. There's no doorknob.
Get back!
Yes, Sophie. Come to hear once more why the sun and moon live in the sky.
Eu estava tão preocupada. So worried about you. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Father.
I'm glad you're safe.
I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused everyone. Kani Mambo, thank you so much for finding me.
I'm so glad you're okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you all.
Come, Saphira.
All right. He did it.
Yes. With Ghost Rider's help.
He's part of the week, Silver.
So glad. If anything had happened since...
Tina, stop blaming yourself. Saphira's lucky to have a friend like you.
Thanks.
Don't forget about the other thing we have to do.
That's right. Does he know?
I just told him we'd pick him up later.
Come on, Rob.
And if you ever run away like that again, you'll be in the severest of trouble, young lady. Do you hear me?
Yes, Father.
Your position in this family will be
Enough,
that...
Roberto. That's enough. Yes, she was wrong, just as Malengo was wrong for striking you 3 years ago. But enough.
Yes. Yes, enough. Enough.
Don't you ever scare me like that again.
I promise to put my return address on my letters from now on. Mother and father are right, you know. Your running away like that was very wrong and very, very dangerous.
I know that now. It was so scary wandering around by myself in the dark. I didn't know how to get home. I thought I'd never see you or mother or father again.
And it did not get you what you say you want. Freedom, independence.
I thought that maybe if I could live with you, everything would be perfect.
Perfect? Sophie, my life is far from perfect. And a lot of this is my own fault. I mean, if I hadn't blown up at father, if I had not struck him, I'll never forgive myself for that.
It was his fault, too. He should have listened to you and to me.
Yes, but that's no excuse for what either of us did. Sophie, if I could do it all again, I would try harder to talk to father, to make him listen. And I think that's what you should do now, too.
But they're so hard to talk to.
Yes. But you must try, Safi, because your coming to live with me is just not possible. It's not realistic. You should be with mother and father, not with some 21-year-old brother who can barely support himself.
All right, I'll try. But I miss you so much.
I miss you too.
Then you've got to try to talk to Father again.
Well, maybe someday we can forgive each other. That will depend on Father.
It depends on you, too. Here. This is what I needed to give you.
Grandfather's carving.
Yes, he gave it to me. But you're the oldest grandchild. You're the one who should really have it.
Okay, Hector. Are you ready to join the Ghost Rider team?
Uh-huh.
Who wants to do the honors?
Let Rob do it.
Right. Uh-huh. Go ahead, Rob.
Okay. You have to promise never to tell anybody about Ghost Rider.
I promise. I really do.
Good. Here's your official Ghost Rider pen. You can write to him anytime, anywhere. He's always there for you. He'll always be there for you. Just as Will always be there.
Oh, wow. Write to him. But writing is hard for me.
I know. Remember what you said? All you have to do is catch the words as they come out of your head and squash them down on the paper.
What's happening? Don't worry, Ghost Rider's helping. Wow. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you very much, Mr. Ghost Rider. Ask Ghost Rider a question.
Yeah, anything but his Elvis did.
Who's Elvis?
Never mind, Hector. You decide what to ask.
Do you know?
K-N-O-W.
Gracias. Do you know good ghost stories? Great. This is so cool. Being on a team like this.
Yeah. You don't know how cool. I hope he knows how much I'll miss him too.
He can write to you in Australia.
Yeah. We'll see.
And now?
What's going on?
You'll see.
What are you doing?
This is for you, Rob.
What is it? A pit viper. What else?
Writing notebooks.
Yeah. Because we know that wherever you go, you'll always be a writer.
Oh, man. Thanks, guys.
You have to open each one now. Look on the inside covers.
Keep up the slamming detective work. Thanks, Alex.
You're welcome.
Stay out of subway tunnels? Thanks, Gabby. I'll try. Just remember, Ghost Rider is with you always. I'll remember, Tina. I'm gonna miss you, pink guy.
Pink guy.
Same here, brown dude.
Huh?
I'll explain to you later.
Friends are forever. Thanks, Lenny. Thanks, everybody.
No problem.
See you later.
What's the matter, Hector?
I didn't get anything for Rob.
Well, that's okay.
You're new to the team.
Yeah, but still.
I know what you could give me.
What?
A promise.
What sort of promise?
That if I write to you, you write back.
All the way to Australia?
Yeah. I'll be your first pen pal.
And he's not a girl, so that's cool.
Alex.
Music, music.
All right.
You know, there's one thing I'm not gonna miss, Rob.
What's that?
Watching you tear your body part dancing.
Yeah, at least I move, Mr. Stand Still and Eat Popcorn. Come on, everybody. Let's do the Rob.
Yeah!
Come on, guys.
Like this, Rob? Yeah, you got that, Hector.
Just wait till you read about yourselves in my first book.
Exercise your head. Read.
Ghost Rider is brought to you in part by Nike.
Additional bucks that keep our team supreme come from public television viewers like you and me.
The Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
The John Dean Catholic T. MacArthur Foundation.
The Pew Charitable Trust.
And the U.S. Department of Education.
But you can't say it all in breath.
I bet you can.
Ghost Rider was originally produced for the Public Broadcasting Service.
Read more about Ghost Rider and the Ghost Rider team in these Bantam books.
To purchase Bantam books, video cassettes, or a teacher's guide for programs in this series, contact GPN, P.O. Box 80669, Lincoln, Nebraska, 68501, or call 1-800-228-4630.